Today we're going to look at a super cool story called the parable of the two debtors. One day, Jesus was speaking to a man named Simon, and he said, "Simon, I want to tell you something." Simon said, "Say it, teacher." And Jesus began to tell this story. He said there was a moneylender who loaned money to two men. One of the two men owed him $1,000, and the other owed him $100. But they were both unable to pay him back. When the moneylender heard that these men were unable to pay him back, he forgave both of their debts. Then Jesus asked this question: which one of these two men will love the moneylender more? The one who is forgiven much, or the one who is forgiven little? Before I tell you the answer, which do you think will love him more? Do you think that it was the man that was forgiven of his $1,000, or the man that was forgiven for $100? So Simon answers this question, and he says to Jesus, "I suppose the one that was forgiven much would love him more." Jesus said to him, "That is correct." Now, this is a cool story, but what does it mean? Well, before I tell you, I want to say that we're so thankful that you joined us here today. If you would think about subscribing to our channel as well as liking this video, that would mean a bunch to us. But let's get back to the explanation. So in this story, Jesus is really talking about each of us and the sins that we've committed. As we come to Jesus and we are forgiven much, we also love much. But if we're forgiven little, we love little. Now, wait a second. Does this mean that if I haven't done many bad things in my life, that I won't love Jesus as much? Well, the quick answer to that is no. The interesting thing is that all of us have been forgiven for so much. Let's think about it this way. God sees everything we do, every mean thing we say, every time we don't listen to our parents or listen to our authority. He sees when we fight with others. But God doesn't only see our actions, He also sees our thoughts. Now, how many times have we thought mean things about our siblings or even our parents? Probably a lot. God sees all of that. And guess what? When we ask for His forgiveness and decide to follow Jesus, He forgives us for all of that. That means that every single one of us has been forgiven for a lot, but some of us just don't realize it. But there are some of us here today that maybe haven't asked God to forgive us yet. The cool thing is that God's ready to forgive you today. He just wants you to put your life in His hands and choose to follow Him. If you want to make that choice today, you can talk to Him and say, "God, I want to follow you. Please forgive me for all the bad things that I've done and thought. Help me to follow you each day." And guess what? If you say those things to God and you really mean it in your heart, the Bible tells us that we're completely forgiven. Isn't that amazing?